Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Britney Lund. Sorry. I was brushing up because I know it's going to be a talking point, and I thought I could handle it. I'm doing my makeup too. On the Club Z, or Club Q thing. And I thought I could deal with it, but I couldn't even finish, so I don't know if all the facts I have are correct. Because I couldn't even really finish what I was reading. Because I started crying. Sorry. Let me try up here. And a lot of people are probably like, then why are you doing a video, Britney? Because I'm doing a video. That's just what it is. I'm also going to be doing my makeup. Oh, God. It's horrific. Anyway, everybody knows I'm not going to tell you anything new about Club Z or Club Q, other than I keep getting the name wrong. Anyway, okay. I'm supposed to get all this stuff lined up before I start. I know, I'm horrible at it. As you all know, there was 5 people who died. There was a bunch of people that were wounded. One of them has a horrific story. You should check that out. Like, he bounced out the back, jumped over a fence, ended up at a convenience store, shot 7 times, lived. There's a few more, and the most touching one I thought was the guy that had kind words for the shooter. I was like, you are a bigger person than I am, because that's what he'd say if he was ever face to face with the shooter, and it was to the lights of way too kind. I don't even know how to repeat it. But I'm like, if I was 5 feet from the shooter, I'd probably break his nose. So, yeah, on that note, very horrific. I've been overly emotional about it, even though I don't live anywhere near Colorado Springs. But I have been pretty emotional about it since it happened. I just broke that tip up, which means no, this is, I like to use this, but the tip is really sharp. And so, as you guys know, I like to use this. You've seen my videos before. I don't know if I should even try yet. Oh my god. Anyway, how y'all doing? Another reminder, I do videos. I'm trying to do them once a week again. I failed that because my last video, I realized today, was 10 days old. And so I had planned on using Club Q, or Club Z, I said it right that time, as a talking point of my weird ranting, I guess. But I don't know. Anyway, there's a lot of, I won't get to it, there's a lot of horrific things that are going on in the world. There are a lot of people irritated and pissed off, and some of them are pissed off at us as the LGBTQ community nationwide. And so some of them are just pissed off at the other people. Like, there seems to be some sort of war between Christians and LGBTQ members and stuff, and drag shows, and there's just a lot of that going around right now. I myself am not a Christian, and any of you know, follow me, know I'm nowhere near a Christian. So, that being said, blessed be. Not that I have anything against Christians. I mean, other than the stereotypical stuff, other than people like Greg Locke and, you know, other people that claim Christianity. I'm also going to be showcasing some new lipstick I picked up at Walmart, another little dime store lipstick thing. I've had this lipstick before, and it lasts pretty good. Definitely not a reapply thing, but I found it in black, so we're going to be doing a look that goes with black makeup today, too. This is sort of a rant plus makeup. So, without further ado, let's get into the makeup part of this. And, of course, there's people, all kinds of people spreading false misinformation, and we need to battle that any way we can, whether we be invisible out in the public, as I do, every day, or some of us don't do. And yeah, now it's getting more dangerous than ever to be us, to be ourselves. So I do suggest protecting yourself, whether that be learning how and purchasing a firearm. I would normally never suggest that unless that's a thing you're into. I myself don't own any guns, but I'm not a stranger to guns. For sure, I know how to use one. I've known how to use a gun since I was way young. I like to take this and go across the top here. And kind of give the effects like I do the waterline here when I really don't. But I'm going to put lashes on anyway, because I'm really into lashes. And so, yeah, I normally do both before I do this little crazy Q-tip trick here. But I do. Anyway. So yeah, apparently they are investigating, and it is under the watchful eye of a hate crime, even though I do know that this person's lawyer has pony ups and said that they're non-binary, and this person actually has no, even his search engine, they've searched, and there's nothing looking up non-binary, doesn't belong to any social media, none of his social media claims that he's non-binary, or in the queer community at all. It's all pretty much he's straight and he hates the LGBTQ. And he's apparently very unstable. Apparently he threatened his mother last year, whose basement he lives in. Stereotypical. With a homemade bomb and several hand weapons. That's about as far as I got in the video, and then I started having testimony about what went on in the club. I have heard through unofficial sources that it was a trans woman, or two trans women, that disarmed this person, and I just heard his name, and I still can't remember it, because my memory is horrible. And I'm honestly not going to let him rent space in my head for free, because I don't let anybody rent space in my head for free, unless they're truly worth it. And you know me, I'm generally happy-go-lucky kind of girl, and don't do it, Britney. No. Now, for anyone who's not familiar with me, I'm 44. I've been out as trans for about 2.5, 3 years. It's been a lifetime adventure, or for me. When I was younger, I knew my name was Britney from age 4. Of course, I put that aside after many attempts to voice who I was, and then I thought I was just a closeted crossdresser. And I got judged deeply, hardly for it by other people. And then I just decided to be the toughest boy you'd ever meet, find, whatever, which is part of my build, which is now dysphoric for me. Ironically. And as time went on, I always had girl clothes, and I've always had this need to get dressed up, be very feminine, be myself, which I at the time thought was a fetish. And I've learned recently, I've learned in the last few years, I'm trans, I have gender dysphoria, I have issues, and so I was a little short of it. I don't have a defining date unless you want to count the day I changed my Facebook name and all my social media and started going by Britney. I used to jokingly tell people Britney was another personality, like, I don't actually have other personalities. I used it as an excuse for years. And then I even tried to tell people that some of the stuff I told them as my boy persona wasn't really true. Like, I had a lot of stories that made me sound tougher, cooler. Stories that weren't true at all. So then I was a liar trying to keep each little cool lie straight. in my head for 30-something years. And that's overbearing. And it's really crazy. It's just really, really crazy. Okay, so. Most of you have seen my little wings, my little wing tricks. But I'm going to show you again. For anybody who hasn't seen it and maybe doesn't want to go that far back in my video archive to see it. It's a simple little eyebrow brush, you know, that you do your brows with, if you do your brows this way. And so, you line it up with the corner of your eye, as such. And then you just take, some people drop it so it's perfectly in line. I leave it there so I get a little bit more height than normal. I like my wings long. You just want to make a little mark. Sometimes I like it a little bit more, I like it a little bit more defined than that. So, I'm going to do it again. Okay. Can I see that? I see it pretty well. With eyeliner, sometimes pencil eyeliner, I like to take toilet paper and just softly, very softly twist it. So it makes a bit more of a mark. Now, I can see that, but I like it a little bit more defined. I like mine a little bit more defined than that. I'm going to cover it up with liquid eyeliner. And that's a little too defined. Liquid eyeliner. Just a double check real quick. Probably remake that. Stay where you're supposed to be. Anyway. Yeah, there was an incident this summer during Pride that an officer had pulled over a U-Haul truck. I don't remember what town they were in. If you do, please share it with the rest of the people in the comments. But they had searched and found a bunch of Pride boys that were going to shoot up a gay Pride festival. So this isn't new. This is horrific. It's hate crimes on top of hate crimes. And I blame people, mostly Republicans, haters, Angelico Christians, Matt Walsh, Ben Shapiro, all these people. That one ridiculous dude on some news channels, probably Fox, that I don't know his name, but I know he's a douchebag. And any one of these people would not like to be locked in the back of a truck with me. That's all I'm saying. They would not like it. I would love it, to be honest, but they would not like it. I'm not typically a violent person, but as I said, I did spend my life trying to be the biggest, toughest boy that you've ever met, so I'm quite versed in fighting. I think a lot of us trans girls that weren't afforded, like, understanding families and weren't allowed to transition at a young age, where people didn't even know we were trans. I know there's a lot of those, and I love those people to death. Like, I love them. I love the opportunities they were afforded. I'm not jealous. Okay, I'm a little jealous. And that's sort of why I'm always angry at people that want to talk crap about puberty blockers or whatever, because I do lives on TikTok a lot, and of course I get the haters on there going, "Oh, I like your voice, girl." And I'm like, I'm quite aware that I have a deep voice, and it's extremely hard to feminize. So, yeah. I like to go to the top of the dot, by the way. It's kind of why you want them both the same size. So I started, I'll show you on the side in a minute. Let me do this one. Okay, I didn't go to the top, but whatever. And that's rough, but after I do my eyeshadow, which I bring out, well, if you've seen my pictures, you know I bring it out pretty far. So, yeah. Then I'm also doing my makeup along with this. I hope I do it fast enough because I only have so long on my phone to record this. If not, I'll make a conclusion video after deleting a whole bunch of recorded stuff off my phone. Now, do I have this to where you can see me do this? Sort of. Let's move the camera a little bit closer. And then again, just corner of your eye. Up to the dot. And I know I cheat on a lot of makeup, but I have a friend of mine that tells me all the time that they're sisters, not twins. But, as you can see, they're even. Mostly, but you can also see that my eyes are a little bit different in heights. So, everybody's is. It's not symmetrical. Anyway. So there's that. And then I like to wear a covering. I'll have to find it. I took it off. I had a shirt for this. I don't know where I put it. So, yeah. But we're going to use this today. I meant to have it on like the whole video, but stuff happens. I would love to have music playing, but as you know, TikTok, YouTube, sorry. I do that a lot with TikTok too. Be calling it YouTube and shit. Has issues. Probably should get the tie or even a clippy. Some sort of thing. Anyway, which I don't have here. So. And we're gonna be doing eyeshadow. I done did my foundation and everything, and I won't fall out all over my face. So, which another one of my friends would be like, "That's why I do my makeup first." But whatever. And you never know where fallout's gonna go, so we're just gonna go ahead. Now, if you brush this out right, it's very messy, and you go through a lot of loose powder this way, which is probably why they're always telling me not to do it this way. But I don't really care what they say. I do things my way, and I don't care. I think as long as I get one eye done here, and we get through the stuff I want to get through here. This is the wrong one. Did I shoot, not this one. What did it's the same palette, it's just this one's older, but it has more red in it, the red I want to use. As I've learned recently, someone told me recently. Yeah. I really should wash my brushes. Yeah, they told me that too, but other than that, because this is caked in purple from the other night. It isn't, I'm just going to take the tip off because the tip likes to come. Oh, God. I probably have a clean packer brush around here I could use instead of this one. Okay. I just really like this one recently, so. Okay, we're going to do that. It's my newest one. Now this is Heat Wave out of one of my Profusion palettes. This is the big one. Here I have it's this one. So, and I'm a cheap bitch, so all of my palettes are Profusion at the moment. I would love to try other stuff. Oh, what am I doing? I'm missing steps. Sorry. I also use e.l.f. primer. It's like $4 at Walmart. It's cheap. It's easy. Kind of like me. No, just kidding. And it works very well. I like the way it works. I don't use like another product like a lot of people like to use instead of eyeshadow primer. they will use, what is it they use? Damn it. A concealer, a very light, like ivory white concealer, because they believe it just brings up pigment. Well, it brings up the pigment and it locks in the pigment, so I like to use an actual eyeshadow primer. I would use a phrase that I love from somebody else, but they're a YouTuber and I don't want to get a copyright infringement. I'm sure they've copyrighted it. If she hasn't, she should. If she hasn't, she should, for sure. And you all know I used to do split creases a lot. Well, some of you know. Blend in there. It's very red. The red I'm used to using, they brought up on camera the other day, and I was on a live on... Dang it, I'm going to run out of time. Anyway, it's not red. It's fuchsia. It's more pink than red. So I had to go grab this. And I'm doing red because I got new black lipstick that I want to use. Ooh. I may just go ahead and rush and put that on here in a second. Ironically, I still do this like I'm going to do a split crease. Because I'm so used to doing the split crease that blend, blend, blend. Looks pinker when I blend it. That's funny. It's not what I'm looking for. Let's pack that pigment in there. That's what a packer brush is for, right? I do believe I'm going to have to edit this video because I'm going to run out of time. Okay. This still looks pink, doesn't it? God damn. Gosh darn it. Anyway, so. Well, if I can't finish this line in 10 minutes, then what am I doing? Doing makeup tutorials? No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so that's that part. And I like to take that same brush that we marked our stuff with, or that I marked my stuff with. It does look a little pink. I think all reds just look a little pink on camera. Like, I'm just not getting that fire engine red I like out of these cheap palettes. If anybody wants to send me some awesome makeup, have me do a tutorial with it, I am totally open to the idea. Trust me. Now, a lot of people think this is eyeliner. Eyeliner might be a little easier, though. But it most certainly is not eyeliner. It is Maybelline New York. Which is the only color I have that's in a single palette. Because all the other colors I want don't come in a single palette. So, that's how we do that. And then to avoid all the little fallout I got, I didn't get much of these colors, but I have been known to get a lot more, so kind of wipe away. Sometimes you gotta dust the brush up. Still heavily coated from when I did it earlier. I thought I might have to do some editing. I might have to just do this eye off camera, the other eye, and then come back to you with the finished look, which I might have to do. It's an hour about it, in 10 minutes before I run out of film time. Which should probably be just enough time to finish this look and come back to you. Anyway, so I did want to have these talking points, and I think I botched the shit out of them. So why I really, really miss my laptop, because I would have my laptop open with all the details of these things, and I would, in my own words, talk from them. And so, okay, I'm going to finish this look off camera, because I don't have enough time to do it on camera, left on my phone, and I'm going to come back to you. So, see you in a minute. Well, I'm back. How are you guys doing? So this is the full look. And this is the new black lipstick, which I've had on for about, well, longer than I normally, I don't know, about 40 minutes. And it's from them. And it's pretty much smudge proof, but once you let it dry first, I found out. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for supporting my channel, and if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and all that good stuff. And thank you. You guys are beautiful, and I love all my followers. Don't forget that I do a live for suggestions or other things on Saturday night at 7 o'clock Arizona time. Also, I am going to try putting together videos more often, maybe hopefully once a week. Maybe I can get even more to some other stuff. I'm just waiting for stuff to happen in my life is stupid, and I just need to put out videos. And I love you guys. You have an awesome rest of your day.